Everyone wants that magic pill to boost sales and gain visibility. Today, I'm giving it to you for free. Getting your books noticed can be a struggle. Maybe you've fallen ill and was bedbound for a week or two. When you're not feeling up to it, it's hard to get in front of an audience to talk about your book. Especially if you look like you've crawled through hell to get there. So what do? You take some medicine and wait for the results to kick in. So, behold, the magic pill. But it's not a one-time fix-all. The pill comes with 3 key components, and they all work together. Community, variety, and endurance. The biggest part of the pill is community. Making friends within the writing community sets up for 2 key components that I have found to help that boost sales. Networking and building a community is not to be underestimated. Working together, you're able to reach a wider audience. This is why I have group promotions of between 8 to 10 books per promo. Any more than that, and I would struggle to fit the books onto the banner. If you haven't yet created a group promo for other authors to join, and it's only one-sided, you still have the benefit to include other books similar to yours. If the readers have already enjoyed the books displayed on the banner, they'll know they'll likely enjoy your book as well. It also gets eyes on the other authors' books, and that would appreciate that. If your book appears on a banner, wouldn't you? So, group promotions are a great way to get people working together, and it has more reach. So, hence why I have a group promo of between 8 to 10 books. And offering affiliates to the mix within the group promo also offers motivation and incentive for the other authors to take part. If there's nothing in it for them, why would they bother? I offer 15% of affiliation on mine, whereas Amazon only offers 5% for books. I don't know about you, but if I'm going to be offered more for the same thing, I'd take it. The second part is variety. I have a print on demand set up for the print book orders with both Lulu Direct and BookVault. And I have ebooks across 5 platforms that I mentioned in my previous video. Payhip, Lulu Direct, Betapress, WordPress, and Linktree. It's the same for social media and its readers. If you're showing the same book to the same people time and time again, it's not going to do anything but hurt your sales. Reaching new audiences stands a better chance of getting people to buy your book. That's why group promos do so well, and it's repeatedly being shown to new audiences every day. To keep audiences tuned in, create another group promo to list alongside yours. Keep your book consistent, but change up the rest. You don't need to do this too much, but once every 6 to 8 weeks is my normal. My book stays visible, even if the other books changes, and with new author promos, their book is being shown to new audiences as well. And if you have more than one book, you can, in the same genre, you can do multiple group promos and automate them at the end of the promotion date. This ties in with email marketing, and it keeps enough variety for the readers to see what other books you have done as well. With social media, you don't just pick one. Hit all the main ones you're active on. Copy and paste your text into platforms to cut amount of time of work. And schedule your posts to keep it at the same time, and your viewers will learn to expect it. Having multiple places for your direct sales also offers a net in case a site goes down for maintenance. The last thing you want is your primary site to be inaccessible and cost you money. However, if the internet goes down, then it's time to dip your toes into dramatic readings and read a few chapters to the public. Then sell the books to them. I link everything with either an external link or embed it into the WordPress account. And you can find it on my link tree as well. Everything is there. And finally, when the sun is out, so am I. There are very few options that is more varied than people going out shopping. There is literally new people every couple of hours. Which leads me to the part 3 of the magic pill, which is endurance. Sorry, folks, but even when your books are doing well, it still needs to be promoted. Even Patricia Cornwall promotes her books on the daily. Unfortunately, even when you love what you do, it still takes work. Posting daily, even when you don't feel like it, keeps you in front of the audience. Stalling until the mood hits delays your books getting through the door. You want to turn up whilst there's still people to sell it to. If you don't have the energy for talking to the camera, post a selfie of you reading the book and write a short caption, like a day of light reading of this particular drama. And if it's your book that you're showing, you can add link in bio. Staying consistent keeps you relevant whilst your books are still being seen. Okay, so this is important. Remember I mentioned group promos? Every time you post about your book, you are going to share that link and banner. Graphics works better than a linked text. So include this across every platform that you're posting it to. Staying consistent keeps you relevant and keeps you at the front and keeps your books being seen. Now for the bad news. The reality check. For the magic pill to keep working, you do need to put in the work. Remember the diabetes drug with the weight loss? Those who don't put in the work complain that it's ineffective, but those who do, they see huge results. The magic pill is the same. It only works if you put the work in. Don't, and you're left with crickets and wondering why it's not working. The pill isn't a dud. If you're using it wrong, it's not going to work. You wouldn't stick an aspirin in your ear, so use the pill as instructed on the box. Talk to the writing community and expand your reach. Get your books in front of people, online and in person, to readers and shoppers, and turn up to work, even if you don't want to. I was on the operating table just a few days ago, and I still talked about my books. And I even saw someone getting a new car the previous day. So, full transparency. Before I figured out what I was doing, a lot of my strategy was trial and error. Sometimes my book sales would go well, but then when I applied the same thing to another book, I wasn't quite getting the same results. In the end, I was making around £100 a year. Safe to say, I definitely wasn't making enough to pay the bills. When my pain levels spiked, I stopped promoting my books entirely, and all my sales fell off a cliff. And flatlined real fast. It took weeks before my sales started climbing again, sometimes even months. And at one point, I had 3 months of nothing but crickets, and I even considered whether or not I should give up being a writer as a career. It became clear that the only way that I was going to keep selling books was to stay in view. Another problem I had was pricing. Now, I've seen books from a little to a lot. I wasn't well known for readers to pay at high-end prices for my books, especially my ebooks. My books priced at $9.99 wasn't touched. I just couldn't work out why, so I did a little digging. And I learned that people weren't interested in paying high prices for an unreasonably unknown author. It stung, but it made sense. So, after a big part of the changes had to be implemented was making sure that I was consistent. I had to keep showing up even when I didn't feel like it. If I felt flare-up coming on, I'd schedule out enough posts to see me for a couple of weeks until I can get back on my feet. Once the flare-up calmed down, I was able to get back in front of the camera without losing momentum. The other part, as you can probably tell, is preparation. If you are not prepared, then making the changes is going to take longer. If you want the magic pill to do its thing, then prepare and show up is what you need to do, come rain or shine. The first thing I did was lower my prices for my books. So I lowered the ebooks to $3.99 to $4.99, and my paperbacks I put up to $14.99, and they sell. The second thing is I was separated the reader subscribers from the writers. The writing and self-publishing updates went to the writers, whilst the readers and got the storyline updates and the little changes like to the world. Within the plot. So I kept the writing related topics to the writers and the reader content specifically for the readers. And the result was almost immediate. The third thing I did was carry my books around everywhere. Not just 1 or 2 copies, but all of my recent books that I had published, I took with me. So when the subject of what do you do or what do you write comes up, I have something to show. In conclusion, between the before and after, the increase in visibility and the difference is more than 4,000%. There is no reason beyond not putting in the work for you not to be successful. The best part? If you continue to promote your mailing list, not just for a limited time, your audience will continue to grow as well. And if you didn't know, they currently don't have a limit on subscribers if you use Substack, so you can keep growing. So if you've written a book and you're waiting to the last minute to find your readers, then start a newsletter and jump on the author swaps first. Join group promotions and get a jump on those reader pages. So, What do you think about today's episode? Drop a comment below on your thoughts. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like and comment below. And don't forget to ring the bell to be notified for my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you over there. Bye.